on. And although you had music in the back of your mind, I'm sure, you were a family man. You didn't want to be away from the kids and the children and that kind of stuff. So I'm sure that was a tough time in your life, knowing that I think deep in your heart you kind of had, I would think, I don't know, that you would have that feeling that, you knew you could do it at some point in time in your life moving forward. Like you said, you had that music in your background, never left your mind. And I think, your early experience and your early, doing very well in the business, I think maybe leads to now coming back into the business.
I think it all worked out. I mean, what that did was give me life experience. It made me a daddy. It made me a husband, and I grew as a person. And ironically enough, I'm a scientist. I got my degree in metallurgy, and it's the science of metals. And I did really well in the steel mills. But ultimately, it gave me life. If you're absolutely right, music never left me, and it helped develop me as a songwriter and as a person. Experience and all that, and then the divorce. It just made me who I am today. So I have no regrets. Everything. There's a larger plan out there that we fail to see as people a lot of times, and if we look past ourselves, not unlike what Gary told me, and see that big picture, then ultimately everything will start working for us.
That's for sure. I always found in my life experience, nothing in the world is worth having or doing unless it means a lot of effort and pain and difficulty. I never really in my life envied a human being who led an easy life, but I've envied a great many people who led difficult lives and led them well. You know what I mean? So it's exactly. that experience, man. I'm sure it will carry you a long way moving into the future, Brock. No doubt about it. Just the life experiences and what you've been through, and I think it, in many regards, like you were saying, maybe it'll make you even greater artist. Maybe connecting with the people with your music and so forth. Having that little more larger global perspective on life.
Right, and I think that's part of the grand design. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I understand the world entirely, but I understand what my job is, and I understand what my vision is, and I understand what I'm supposed to do. And that fear and anxiety that was there when I was younger, I've grown out of that, and I'm so ready to share with the world what I have to offer. And a lot of people think that musicians are out there. And maybe some of them are, but I'll speak for myself here, and a lot that I know. We're not out there to put our faces out there and be famous. It's really not what it's about. We go out there and try to touch people and let people know that they're not alone. That that someone can relate to their story and see how they interpret your song, and hopefully that'll help. And if I can touch one person, my job's complete. And any money or fame or anything else is just a side effect of that. And you have to be gracious in that receipt and understand it all, the whole picture.
That's very well said, Brock. And it sounds like you really got your feet on the ground, really grounded, and like I said, I wish you nothing but the best, man. And I know great things are going to happen to you with that kind of attitude and the music you put out there, and with Judy working as your manager. It's going to be a great ride, I believe, right to the top, man. No doubt about it.
Yes, and thank you for that.
And again, it's not the years in your life that count. It's not the years in your life that count, but it's rather the life in your years. I'm sure you're going to be moving on up, right up the chart, man, no doubt about it. And let me see, I'm just looking at the bio here. So now you are back in the music business. You signed a contract with a new group that's going to be pushing your music forward. And I believe you're going to be getting back into the studio soon to record a new project.
Right, and everything's under negotiation as far as that's concerned right now.
Right.
What my vision is, and I've got and the people at the label seem to be very understanding. And the good thing about all this, along with Judy and Reese Wilson, who I'd like to give a shout out to, who is an incredible songwriter. He's written several songs and had some number ones. I've been able to develop a strong team around me that believe in me just as much as I do. But back to your question, Beneath the Covers is what the title of this album is probably going to be. And I shouldn't probably drop that, but I want to because, it's just how much it means to me. And that's kind of like a double meaning. I mean, it's not beneath the covers. It's not really a sexual thing. Beneath the Covers is for years I did cover songs. And so I want to let people know who I am underneath those cover songs. So it's just a play on words there. And I think this album is going to be really, really strong with Reese writing, with me and the songs, the plethora, if you will, of songs that he has available for me and the songs that I've written. I just have a great, great feeling about all this.
I was looking up this Reese Wilson in his biography, man, and this guy, going back to 1993, he's been involved with so many great artists in the country. John, talking about Mark Clement, Diamond Rio, Aaron Tippin. He's been involved with Clay Walker, Neil McCoy, Tim McGraw, Rick Trevino, Tanya Tucker, Reba McEntire. Man, this guy, some of the songs, like you said, he's got many number ones to his credit. And to have a guy like that behind you, which sounds like he's 100% behind you, he believes in you, and that combination, man, is going to be tremendous. Tremendous.
I'm very fortunate. What a lot of people don't know, and it's probably on the internet, I haven't researched it, but Reese also got Easton Corbin started. And he swore he'd never help anybody else out because of the work involved, but he went back on that oath of his, thank goodness, and he's literally put everything to the side and working with me to make this happen now. So it's just an honor. It's just an honor.
That says a lot, man, about you as a musician and as a person, man, for somebody to jump in with that kind of credential. And you got Buddy Hyde as well, the acclaimed producer and musician out there in Nashville, and he said, quote, "When it comes to country, Brock is the real deal. Take note." And I agree 100% with that, man. No doubt about that. So you got some movers and shakers up there in that Nashville area behind you, and it's, I think, going to be a strong team effort, moving forward, bringing you right up to the top. As I mentioned earlier, it's you got to surround yourself by good people, man. There's no doubt about it. And I know Judy's right there. Judy, what do you have to say about all this stuff going on? It's got to be pretty amazing moving forward. I think it's going to move in lightning speed, so I know you'll be ready, though.
I am ready, Arthur. We're just we're building everything so when it takes off big.
Yeah, there you go. I hope so. I have no doubt, though, man, because like I said, anybody that listens to these great tracks, and I'm looking for the one right now for Jay. Show me a one.
Yeah, that I have.
How about can we play maybe the one track you have so far from Brock?
Yeah, what I think I want to do first is to give us a few minutes this way he can rest his voice a little bit. I'm going to play that song that started all that got Brock started, if you don't mind. How about we listen to Rodeo by Garth Brooks first? Right after that, we're going to come back, and then we're going to play some of Brock's stuff, and we're just going to blow the top. So, if you're out there listening, call your friends. It's not every day you get to listen to somebody who, within the next year or so, you're going to say, wow, I heard him when he first started. Well, not when he first started, but, when he came back and started his climb to fame and fortune, and that's exactly where he's going from what I can hear. So let's listen to this. This is a song that got Brock going way back when, in the early days in the life of Brock Wayne. Here's Rodeo by Garth Brooks.
His eyes were cold and restless. His wounds have almost healed. She give half of Texas way. It'll drive a man insane. And he'll sell off everything he owns just to play a game. And a broken home and some broken bones is all he'll have to show. For all the years that he's been chasing this dream they call rodeo. It's a blood and blood, it's the dust and mud, it's a roar of a Sunday crowd. It's a wide in the nose, and gold in the buckle, he'll win the next go round. It's boots and chaps, it's cowboy hats, it's spurs and a lot of gold. It's a rose and a rain and the joy and the pain, and they call the thing rodeo. It's a bronze and the blood, it's a steer in the mud, and they call the thing rodeo. Wow, wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sands and Abbott. I'm Jay Sands. We're talking to Brock Wayne today, man who's taken the steps to become, who knows, maybe the next Garth Brooks. Speaking of Garth Brooks, we just heard Rodeo by him, a song that kind of persuaded Brock to do and take the step, the initial step in becoming a country singer. And it's a great story. And we've got a couple of songs we're going to play for you. We're going to start with Show Me a Woman by Brock Wayne. Now, for those of you out there who know how music is recorded and what it's done, Brock has informed us that this is just raw. There's nothing been done to this stuff, so don't go crazy now. This is raw stuff, and actually I kind of like it. I really do. So, if you will, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Show Me a Good Woman by Brock Wayne.
Remember nights we spent alone. I could see love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Seems to me, I don't know, that my system, something's going on because it changed on me. They sent me one song with a name, and I thought it was Show Me a Good Woman, but it's not. This happens to be, what is this one, Ernie?
This is called How My Heart Breaks.
How My Heart Breaks. All right.
This
I don't
is
know
a
why it's
Brock-
coming up like that.
This is a Brock original.
Original song by Brock Wayne. All right. So let's get back into this song again. Wow, I hate when this happens. It just kind of